up to speed quickly. The ACLU is the primary defender of our nation's Constitution for 100 years in 2020. We're coming up on a big anniversary. We're nonpartisan. So that means we don't have an opinion about Mr. Trump, but we're going to fight every one of his bad policies tooth and nail. Being nonpartisan allows us to remain nimble and act quickly, and we don't have to be concerned about political alliances and honoring them. And it does mean that we can work on a full range of constitutional issues, from freedom of speech to LGBT rights, reproductive rights, and more. So how do we do this? The ACLU uses a three-pronged approach. We litigate, so that means we'll sue you. We conduct legislative advocacy. That means we lobby. We do have a lobbying arm. And we conduct public education, which means we encourage people to engage and to get active, just like you all are here tonight. In the last 10 years, we've built a legal presence in every state, in all 50 states. And this is essential, because a lot of the trouble actually comes from the state legislatures. More recently, we've been building out our legislative capacity. So previously, we were working to have a lawyer in every state. Now we're trying to have a lobbyist as well. And we feel that it's better to stop bad legislation before it passes than to have to go to court and fight it after it passes. And we also find that a lot of times when bad legislation passes in one state, it pops up in another and another and another. And so it's just more effective to do it that way. So that's the ACLU. So what are we going to do about the Trump administration policies? Well, we have been watching them since the start of the campaign. We conducted an analysis of the constitutional problems with his platform called the Trump Memos. We made that available over the summer. We did the same for Hillary Clinton too, remember, nonpartisan. When he signed his Muslim ban executive order, we sued immediately, just as we promised we did. So the National ACLU, in cooperation with select state affiliates, went to court and filed to enjoin or stop the enactment of the discriminatory ban. They have since basically abandoned it after their 9th Circuit defeat. I would call it a defeat. We also protested. We spent the weekend in airports. We went to Newark Airport that Saturday night. We had about 250 hours there. The next day we went to the Elizabeth Detention Center, and our our Senator Cory Booker joined us there. We showed elected officials and immigrants alike that we felt that this policy was un-American and it would not stand. We felt it was wrong. And this has worked for now. We have experienced an inflow of donations right after the inauguration, right after the Women's March, right after the Muslim ban was enacted. And we've received millions, in fact, and we're very grateful, and we're going to need every penny. So I want to tell you what we're going to do with these resources. We're going to build up our state offices. Among advocacy groups, the ACLU is the only organization with boots on the ground in every state. And even as we fight on the federal level, there are certain states that are important that have large populations, such as Florida, Ohio, Texas, and they can really set the trajectory of national political debates, so we can put resources in those states when we need to. We're already seeing anti-reproductive right, anti-LGBT right, anti-Muslim policies being promulgated. You know, people feel empowered. People who think that these are the right policies for our nation feel empowered, and they're moving. The new resources that we've gained will fund 100 new ACLU staff and positions in places where litigators and advocates can make a real difference all across the nation. We are also building a grassroots membership mobilization program, and I'm very excited to tell you about this tonight. We realize that there's this growing army of people who want to join with us, and we've had an outpouring of volunteers, both attorneys and non-attorneys, who ask me, what can we do to help the ACLU? So we're going to tell you. We're asking you to do calls to action, local town halls, lobby days, acts of protest, engagement. Within the next 2 weeks, we are going to be launching a new website, a new online tool called peoplepower.org. It's not up yet, but please remember it. We want to surpass the membership of the National Rifle Association. Yeah. On that. Right now, the ACLU, even with the influx of membership that we've had recently, now we're up to 1 million members, we're half the size of the NRA. And we don't work on one issue. We don't just work on the Second Amendment. We don't actually work on the Second Amendment. We don't work on the third either, though. But we work on all the issues, and so we need to be much bigger. We are David to the government's Goliath. We have 300 litigators on our payroll, and that's all in, about 100 at national, and the rest, the other 200 across the nation, and the balance in the affiliates. The government has over 19,000 lawyers on its payroll, and 11,000 of them now belong to Jeff Sessions' Department of Justice. So let that sit in for a minute. So the ACLU just wants to say to you, activists, stay active, keep doing what you're doing. Sign up for our state, national, and New Jersey alerts. Keep an eye out for peoplepower.org, and we hope to see you out at an airport soon. Thank you.
We want to open it up for questions.